Look, the Enderman's got a flower for me. I don't care if you got a flower, you're gonna die. Get back here. Oh, you're a big old cheater, ain't you? Suck it. So, what exactly are we doing in the test world today? Well, I'm mourning the loss of some of my cooler inventions. This is broken, I think, possibly irreparably, given how they need to work across melons and pumpkins and reeds. The cactus one seems to still be working, I guess because this piston is not over here, and yeah, well, that's working. As you can see here, that seems to work, but the reaction time of it off of those is too quick. Or maybe not. Maybe this is just making me a liar. It's probably because that's working with a piston to set it off, and that's how I got it to show off. The elevator, which I reported broken, I may have fixed. Maybe. I don't know if it still does a damage thing, but tweaking the timing fixed that. That's a very simple job. I set this repeater to 2 and this repeater to 4. This one remains at 2. And that seemed to do the trick. I figure you wanted a bit more of a gap between that pushed out under your feet so that it registered it was there and it coming up. And that's just set to 4 to, like, I don't know, cater for the difference. Just, it's nice numbers, you know, they're even numbers. We got 2, we got 4, we got 2, and technically with the 2 torches there it becomes 4. Yep, it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. So yeah. That will retract, and it'll be out of the way by the time the next one needs to come out. It'll be fine. Actually, they won't even obstruct if we look. Yep, that's more than fine. It's so long as the left and the right rows set at different intervals. That's what's really important. And of course they are. In fact, yeah, that's good. That is extended before that comes out. Okay, anyway, so the plan for today and why I'm in the test world, yep, I'm gonna show you a little bit of stuff, but the main thing is this one. So here's a hilarious mob spawner thingy I was playing with. I mean, basically it's just got configurable lighting and spider inhibitors. Which got up there. It's just, yeah. Half this was me making it look cool, because it looks cool. It looks cool, okay? It's also got XP switch at the bottom, which just brings that up, and you get your little killing area. You can hit them in there. That's good. Whereas this just drops them straight to their death. They can't get out of there either if for some reason they happen to live inside. Because the lights are on at the moment. Vine's here to reset the fall so that that switch down there works. Ice down into here just because, you know. And these are the spider dealios. They go into the platform when they're done. It's just a design I was toying with. Try to up efficiency a little bit rather than having all the space back there. And that's where a lot of the wiring happens instead now. It also means, yeah. Actually, it also means nothing else. It's mostly irrelevant. Anyway, I figure with tripwires, there's some interesting things we can do. So let's see how much of this I actually know where is what, or what is where, or who is the what. Yes. Yes, exactly what I said. We'll probably need some of those, some of those, just to be sure. Tripwire, obviously. Let's get ourselves some building blocks. What building blocks do we want to use? Not gravel, because it's horrendous. Let's go for something we don't use very often, like stone bricks. Yep, never use stone bricks. Something with half slabs I kind of remember, so I'm going to pull those out for now, just because of that fact. So, essentially, tripwire, block there, those on there, and then those two in between. And I'll set it off. This block will not, which is kind of interesting. I think this might be, maybe... When that came in? No. I don't know why I actually needed to do that, because we now have the ability to place half slabs like so. There's something I was doing with that at least. So, okay, that works, right? But also, yeah, that works. So it can trigger on the head. And then if you have pistons there, and let's arbitrarily say we've got blocks here, so that on state natural, maybe not in fact. That might work. This is where I show off how bad I really am at redstone. Actually, no, this is fine. So that mob spawns, push out, and that could create some interesting stuff that doesn't involve pressure plates, because I hate pressure plates. I hate the sound of them. But moreover, you could use this. I mean, I think it's quite a bit more compact than you'd get pressure plates in. Honestly, I've literally never even used a pressure plate system, just because usually by the time I got around to it, I got enough ender eyes to not care, and all that goodness. So I'm thinking, using that basis, we can come up with something kind of good, right? Right? Hell, I'm just gonna do it straight up. So, don't want to go for the build all the way up first. Nah, it's fine. We're just gonna have a disposal area. Maybe not even here. Maybe I want it more cramped. Maybe I definitely want it more cramped. I'm gonna have it more cramped. Because you wouldn't want to spread out test world, would you? Yeah, we would. Just because there's no space to do it. Right, that there, and this shall be where we drop them to die. Make it look nice and ceremonial. Yep. Oh, we better line that. We wouldn't want the lava escaping through the ground. Yes, that can totally happen. OCD, OCD. Oh, look, it's also a lighting system. Jolly good. Well then. Let's get those half slabs back out. Wherever the hell I left those. I mean, you wouldn't want an ugly spawner, would you? Just in case they have illusions of getting out safely. Nah, you know, I'm gonna fiddle around with this more than the actual mechanism. How do you like that? You don't? Well. Wow. Actually, I'm just thrilled that I can place those half slabs at the top of a block without having to mess about so much. That's a really nice, very simple little change. So, this is the centralized area. What we want to do Let's build this up a little. Give ourselves some room, because obviously what we're gonna want is, and I'm gonna somehow try to demonstrate this by swinging the mouse around the screen. You want rows to come across and drop them in, or rather drop them down, and then bring them into the center here. So probably a lot like what you see blaze spawners doing, the way people do those. That's another thing tripwires are pretty good for, blaze spawners, because even if they fly off you can probably catch them. And of course you can also process Endermen and zombies with the exact same capture method and space requirements, which is always a plus. So let's just map out where we got the aperture there. So this is the point that we need to bring them to drop them down. I'm doing it too wide to avoid choking, not because of spiders. I don't really need spiders. So at this point, let's see. There'll probably be a case of, if I'm thinking about this right, those across like so. I don't know if I can do a four-way thing here, but if I can, then it'll be good. Because a three-way is pretty good, but a four-way would obviously be superior, because there's four. That's just how it is. Okay, block it across the top. Gonna calculate actual wiring requirements here. Alright, good, those don't interfere. And let's just block that off for the sake of blocking it off. I'm right in thinking that that will still work. Right, no. And the reason being, the tripwire needs to go in this corner. So, I think half slab there, block there, block there, and this is never gonna happen. Okay, it needs to be two-way. That answers that question. Well, this is the whole process. And this is why it's maybe interesting. I don't know. Is it interesting? You're seeing exactly how I engage with the issue. Exactly. As I'm doing it. Yeah, I know. You're never gonna forgive me. I'll just have to live with that. You know? So, half slap that. It's just to stop mobs spawning on the corner bit, so I guess it's kind of wasted space, but at the same time... Nah, you know what? We're fine. No. The bottom one, we definitely want that. Okay, I'm just going to argue with myself repeatedly while I'm doing this, because that's how I roll. So, obviously I haven't been into Minecraft for a little while, and the reason for that is I've just been quite busy with Secret World, related stuff. Right, that works. Yep, that definitely works. I don't know if it will react too quick for 1.3 code, such that the mobs will end up in the piston arms. Gonna have to test that. That's another thing. So actually, what I'm doing there, yeah, that's fine then. I feel like somehow that should be closer together, but I don't know how I'd realistically do that in an effective manner. So that one also triggers. Alright then, so obviously these would be like so, because we're moving them in edgeways. Right, I know exactly what's going on here now. Okay then, so we're gonna have a row of mob spawning space, let's say, well, not there, because I'm going to want this hole open, right? So they're going to be either side of this, and basically staggered arrangements, so they walk off and they will land on one of these arrangements. This is wasted space. There's got to be a better way to put that in so that it does stuff. Because doing stuff is what I'm all about. Of course, I take it out, but it's going to need to be there. Anyway, yep, thinking ahead. Great at that too. Anyway, let's just continue on as it would need to go. So about there would be another tripwire. Another tripwire. Well, tripwire holdemajigs. That's the technical term. You know, look it up in creative. That's what the tooltip says. Across there. So that's not actually pushing anything, but then neither's the one below it right now. So in order to get it to power those, okay, if I put redstone torch here, redstone here, and a torch here, that will be in the off position. Oh dear. We wouldn't want it to not be symmetrical. That would just be a tragedy. So around like so. And this top one won't fire, but let's imagine it did. Drop it down. Okay, that's functional. And it means we can get them in fairly tight together. And not that bad. I don't think, yep, there's not going to be any interference here. That's cool. So, there we have it. That's going to be the wiring pattern for that. That's how we do it. We'll have a slight delay, which is actually slightly beneficial. Drop down. And that seems all good. So, loop that pattern. That would be half slab, cross, so, and that would be piston, piston. Yes. Up, and I know nobody really wants me to see what English. Yes, good, solid. We speak it. Excellent. Nobody really wants to see me to do this part, so I'm gonna pause for now, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the basic structure is in place, and I just got, this is going to be the spawning area up here. So, you know, if they drop down in the center, they go in the lava, drop down here, or here, then they're going to hit these and go down. And in theory, because of the delay, it should still catch spiders, but I'm going to have to test that. Now, just to get rid of the rain, I'm now going to sleep. Because it's also thundering every time I attempt to say anything. That's never good. So, yeah. And I'm going to leave these at least 3 high, because you want to catch those Endermen in here as well, so that's going to be the advantage here. So, let's just wall that in, because, and same with this, and obviously spiders will spawn here. It's 2x2. This is a very, very small version. If this design proves that it can actually pull its weight, I'll knock out a much more structured and complete version and give you all a tutorial of that, because at least I haven't seen anybody doing any of this yet. I don't know if there's that much interest in it. The pressure plate solution might be more than acceptable to them. But I think with the tripwires, I'm going to have a lot of fun with the tripwires, because they're just one of those things that invite somebody like me to completely break the game. Well, maybe not break the game. The game broke the game. Yes, this makes sense. The game broke me. No, it broke my world. It broke my test world. Didn't exactly break my world yet. That's fixable. Either way, I've got a vendetta against the game. Therefore, I will break it. Yes, this is how I justify my behavior. No, I mean, honestly, what I'm thinking of is a much more clever method of doing a clock involving a sand block, some pistons, and a tripwire, rather than a redstone clock. In theory, depending on how much piston action is involved, it'll be a lot less laggy than a standard redstone clock. So, yeah, let's just double check this. The light level is coming up as 7 in the center. I guess it's getting lit from below, so I do have to fill these sides in. That's a shame. It looked kind of nice. Let's just block up those 2 levels and see what that does. I mean, like I said, we're not looking for... Yeah, we are going to have to do the whole thing. Sad. Sad. Well, these are the rules of mob spawning. Wait a minute. Okay, we're getting light seepage probably through the pistons. Stupid. I know this. Okay, well, let's imagine that this whole thing was gonna be enclosed anyway. So, I don't know. Oh, that's a problem. Yes, that's a definite problem. Because that will power them. Well, either way. Considering I'm doing this right on as you watch it, I think it's not doing so bad. So, I would be within too close for mobs to spawn in here. Oh no, lava. Let's step about 24 away, look for entity count, and something has spawned up there. At least I hope something spawned up there. Wow. It said 1 entity. It lied to me. It lied. Okay, well, rather than sitting down there and running extensive tests while I keep you guys waiting, what I'm gonna do is pop out... What the hell are the eggs? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Miscellaneous? Yes. Yes, of course they're in miscellaneous. Yes, we're gonna test with a pig, and then we're gonna test with all the standard variety. Creeper, skeleton, spider, zombie. That's gotta be an Enderman. It's distinctly black. Oh, I'm an idiot. Because the slimes are annoying me. Yes, that would help spawning rates a lot. Wow. Okay then. So, there's something. So the light levels are not too crippling. Let's go see. Oh, it's a creeper. Now it's probably just not in the mood for cruising around. Do I need to put signs along the edge there to trick him into thinking it's a block? No, where the hell are signs there? Where's it? Fence gates. It's something, alright. You just need something to make them believe. I mean, hell, technically speaking, I could just have a row of pistons along the back wall in the same tripwire system. Wasn't me. Oh, you would land there, wouldn't you? Just ruin my day, pig. Well, at least that's showing up a problem that we're gonna have with with spiders. Really? Oh, okay. It's monster egg. That would mean that we'd want to fill that in Oh, what a distinct waste of blocks. Yep. I'll figure out how it should actually go together when I'm actually doing it, but for now it's just enough that we see how it processes, you know? So here's creeper, there's some of those, there's skeleton, here's spider, there's zombie. Looks like they're too smart to fall for the signs. So the signs ain't doing it anymore. I'm sure those worked. Or is it just gone to hell now? Redstone. Yeah. Did he fall off of his own accord, or did he get pushed? Could have been murder. Murder, I say. Go away, zombie. Ah, fence gates need something underneath them in order to place. Okay. So is it still possible to push this creeper off the edge? Extremely. Well, he just jumped. I don't know if he was pushed. What I'm really curious about. Yep, it gets spiders. Spiders in a piston-based system, people. I could just despawn him the normal way, but you know how it is. Yeah, so the delay on the pistons means that this can process spiders. It just needs refinement on the actual spawning mechanism up here. There's an Enderman, just in case. And he's too stupid to pour out a lava. Who would have thunk it? So that's that. So let's see. If we... No, I can't use a stone. We're using stone brick. Yes, that is what we are using. So put that there. Take that out. That stays. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So if I put a run in over here, take those signs out. Fence gate, 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 there. Open, 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 open. Yes, tell you exactly what I'm doing at exactly when I'm... Oh, that is so annoying. A block out update next to it. What happens if I put these in now? Is that gonna like trigger a block update on it and it'll fall, or what? No, looks like it's fine. Okay, so put these in place, and I guess that will, well, these drop through. Yep, all good. So if I then put down a creeper, let's throw some skeletons, zombie, spider, let's have another creeper. I swear they're really just pushing each other off, though. Like, they're not really walking off. I don't think the fence gate's fooling that, or they're just... I don't know. Ooh. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna hover up in the center here. Why is that gate the other way? What? That does... No. Oh, that... Looks like they want to walk down this way, but they don't want to walk that way. Spiders off. I'm impressed that it does process spiders. It was a theory I had, but not something I'd actually conclusively proven. Okay, so it looks like probably there needs to be some kind of convoluted system where they spawn up here and get pushed off with pistons as well. But that would mean there's not sufficient space for spiders unless we do double extending pistons out of the wall, and that just seems... That seems really dirty. I don't know, I mean, I can toy around with this a little bit. I think the proof of concept is there. Spider spawns in wall. Dies of suffocation damage. Yes. That's exactly how it goes. Okay, people. Get out of my inventory. Get out, 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 get out. Get out of here. Nope, I don't want to go down with you. Mr. Skeleton, please just jump to your death. You'll be doing everyone a favor. Get out of that corner. You're making my life difficult. Yep, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get out. God damn it. Well, I'm going to ignore you. You. Off. You. Off. You. Off you go. Zombie lived? Zombie... The Enderman stole the grass block before he died. I guess that's his way of sticking it to the man. I guess I'm the man. I never thought that would happen. Well, off you go. So, spider spawns, not in the wall. That's a bonus. Oh no, it's using its pathing and doesn't realize this fence gate's there. Spider gets caught and actually processed. In a system that will also process Endermen. Which is the first I've seen. And I just built it while you watched. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it wasn't too weird, hope it wasn't too boring, and hope it wasn't too aggravating. I'll figure out how to get them to casually jump to their deaths and refine. And I'll see you next time. Hit some buttons if you agree with the associated sentiments. As just a quick note before I do end this, a little bit of experimenting has shown, well, hopefully they don't push each other off. Trapdoors along the edge do seem to work. Yep, that one walks off of his own accord and screwed it up a little. They tend to self-right. Sometimes they do get caught on top of pistons, but they fix themselves. Yeah, I still feel like I want to push them off of this level with pistons though, so there's that, but either way, the trapdoors do seem to trick their pathing. That will function. That will allow you to just get this up as is, right as I've done it, and extend it anyway. So pretty much, you want to widen up to the width that you're going to do it, and then have probably spawning rows kind of across these that drop down, and then a couple of rows of pistons but along this wall and wider to shuffle them in. I don't know, that's what I'd do. That'll do it. Take it easy, people.